I actually wanted to talk about something today that I surprisingly haven't talked about. What I wanted to talk to you about was piercings. Because I just realized piercings are something I very much like and enjoy, I suppose. Well, there are no men on my wall. I have a whole bunch of photos on my wall and they are all girls. You can interpret that any way you like, but I'm just letting you know that it's only because those photos that I have chosen are all because of their tattoos and their piercings and their body mods. That's the only reason those girls are on my wall, because of their body art. And I have so many more still to go on my wall, and they're all girls too, so. I have sort of done a piercing video before. I did the changing my industrial barbell video, which is this one, this guy up here, which I still have the same one as when I changed it over. Except it's, you know, a lot more healed now and all that jazz. Because I'm stretching as well. I'll count my piercing. My piercings count at the moment is 11. Yeah, 11. As of these 2 new arrivals up here that I got this morning. These are my new babies. I don't... lighting is really bad. Probably can't see them. Zoom me. There we go. These 2 guys up here, my 2 cartilage. They're actually my first cartilage piercings. I've never had my cartilage pierced before. You know, I have my industrial, but that's helix, but this is like cartilage. So they're pretty cool. But I got them done with the gun. You know, it worked and stuff. It didn't shatter the cartilage or anything, but, you know, and it probably hurt less, but still, doing it with the gun is probably not the best way to go about it. But the only reason, hello, you can see my eyes. Ah, that's an even bigger zoom. Whoa, failed. I plan on getting a lot more than I already have. I have 11 at the moment, like I just said. I've got the 2 up there that I just showed you. I've got my industrial, which counts as 2. So technically I have got 5 on each ear. Yeah. I've got 5 on this ear, 5 on this ear, and then I've got this guy right here. Well, this girl, because it's called a Monroe. There we go. I've had her since my birthday. I give them names, how ridiculous am I? But I've had her since my birthday, because my mum's like, I'm turning 17, so, you know, I'm getting older. I'm not 18 yet, but I am getting older, so I should at least have some lenience. Something on the lens there, that was freaky. And the only reason she let me get these top 2 was because my college that I go to, I do beauty. I'm studying beauty therapy at a college. I'm not going to tell you where, but you know, that's where I am. And there was a girl that needed to learn ear piercing, because ear piercing is a diploma subject, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm doing my ear piercing day in May. So I've got my model lined up and I'm so pumped for it because I love piercing. And I'm actually thinking that after I do beauty, I'm going to continue with beauty, but then afterwards I'm going to try and also add on piercing to that as well, because I love piercing. My grandmother calls it mutilation. It's like, you're mutilating your body! But I go by what a girl I know called, she calls herself Beautiful Freak, but her name's Maxine. And she's awesome. She's got like she's got so many body mods. She's got tattoos, she's got piercings, she's even got a tongue split, which is friggin' awesome. I probably would never ever get a tongue split myself, but on certain people I think it looks pretty friggin' awesome. And she's one of them. So, and she like documented her story and everything. She didn't just say, oh yeah, I got my tongue split, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She actually like documented the process and all that to help out other people, which I thought was pretty. She's got an entire video where she talks about the fact that it's not mutilation, it's modification. You know, your body's a canvas. And I'm stretching my lobes. So this guy right here, I just replaced him. I call this, can't see because the lighting. I'll take it out. I just bought this guy today. I've already given it the name The Leech. This is The Leech because it looks like one. Seriously, when it's in my ear, it looks like a friggin' leech in my ear, and that's pretty cool. It's a 10 mil because I originally bought, because when I stretched up to a 10 mil, I bought a 10 mil steel taper. Thought I had my phone go off again. And so I was using it, but it was really good because it was heavy and stuff and it helped with the stretch. But then afterwards, it didn't distribute weight correctly, and it was so heavy, and it was causing problems because it wasn't distributing weight properly. So I bought this guy today. It's an acrylic spiral. and it's doing so much better. My ear feels so much better. It doesn't hurt nearly as much as it used to. Actually, no, it doesn't hurt at all anymore because the actual lobe itself is stretched, so it's not going to stretch anymore. But, you know, it's healing and stuff, and hopefully soon I'm going to be able to put some money aside to form my dream tunnels. I actually have dream tunnels that I've seen in the shops that I plan to buy, but I used to think it was $20 a pair. Turns out it's $20 per tunnel. So it's like, ah! I'm not saying I don't have $20, but I don't particularly have $20 to just blow on a tunnel each. So it's like, friggin' hell. And I've also got this, like, so basically stretching wise, I'm at 10, 6, and this guy right here, he's got a blowout at the back. So I'm waiting for him to heal. Ow, I just knocked the cartilage one. Note to self, do not knock fresh cartilage piercings, particularly the day that you get them. The #1 rule is to keep your greasy mitts off them. So yeah, I've got this guy, but he has a blowout, so I'm waiting for him to heal, like, and, you know, not be gooby-ish anymore. And then I'm going to stretch him to a 4. Stretching your thirds hurts like a bitch. Like, I thought going up to seconds was bad enough, and I even thought the lobes was bad enough, you know, to an extent, but then when you get to thirds, it's like, fuck! And then on this ear, I'm kind of doing the same. I've got, but this is like the slow ear, this is behind. These are all at my goal sizes except the top one because I'm waiting for him to go to a 4. But this one's an 8, 5, and this guy hasn't been started yet, because I want this guy to heal before I start doing this guy. When I have the jewelry and everything, I can stretch them all and shit. I just need to get the tunnels. I need the tunnels. And I've also got my industrial. Got the little ear family there. This is just my not so quick little talk about piercings and stuff. I'll probably talk about them again when I start stretching again, or when I start getting more, and then when I'm 18 I start getting tattoos and stuff. I turn 18 in November. You remember that date. You buy me a friggin' present. I'm just kidding. You subscribe to me. That'd be a friggin' awesome present. I do not have enough subscribers. I really don't. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I will make another piercing related video at another point in time, and I'll talk about it in a little more detail, and I'll talk about like the pain and you know, my experiences and stuff like that. My hair looks ridiculous. I will make another one soon, hopefully. But until then,